when I shared this story, I didn't share it so that it can draw attention. What I just, like I'm raw. Like I just say what I feel like on my mind at that time and moment. And I was just being honest of my situation. I'm not embarrassed to say that I'm broke. I'm not embarrassed to say I'm broke. I'm not embarrassed to say I'm down. I'm a human being at the end of the day, and we should be able to share our stories without a fear of judgment. We shouldn't be scared of the judgment, and that's the biggest thing in this world. I think a lot of people don't say things out loud because they are afraid to be judged. And like, trust me, yes, you can judge me, but now me just saying what I said, and I hope somebody one day can look at me as well and be like, this guy was down to $7.49, and look at him now. Look at him now, and that's what I live for. That's what I wanna be like remembered for. That I'm the guy that was the voice. I was the voice to the people that said and shared what he felt like, what he was like, and when it's all said and done, I know my legacy will be remembered forever.
Then it draws the attention of The Rock. What were you thinking when you saw his comment, what he had to say at first?
I want to tell you a funny story about this The Rock story. So basically, I was back home in Zimbabwe that night. There it was night, here I think it was during the day. So we had just finished drilling the bush pump in my village, and for some reason I just thought to myself, the job was done. That's the day the job was done, drilling the bush pump. As I was about to go shower to go meet the guys so that we can edit everything, then I started seeing my phone ring nonstop, nonstop. Then I'm like, what's happening? And I see one of the management guys message me like, did you look at your Twitter? Then I'm like, okay, cool. I want to look at my Twitter because my phone is like ringing crazy. Then I looked down. I looked on my Twitter. Then I realized, oh, it's The Rock who mentioned me in his story about the $7. Then I'm like, oh snap! I now remembered, like he also had the $7 story, and yeah, man, it's just great that we can share this story. Me and him, we are the $7 boys. I think now, and yeah, seven is my lucky number. The attention from The Rock. I'm actually going to meet him, so I'm excited to do that.
I was going to ask you that. So have you had a chance to talk to him, and you are going to meet him?
Yeah, we are going to meet The Rock, man. He's such a nice guy, and like for me, just to meet him, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's surreal, to be honest. Like that The Rock wants to meet me. And I mean, it's everyone's dream to meet The Rock, but this is the other way around. Rock wants to meet me, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm grateful, and it's life. Unfortunately, we have to, and I hope this life I'm living. I hope these things happening to me can inspire somebody one day. That if you go after your dreams, and if you tell your story your way without having fear of judgment. Like for me, I'm the guy that lives this way. Hate me or love me, I'm gonna be Themba.
Do you know when? Like, is that coming up?
You want me to say it or nah? We have to tell the story different. How do I say it? We have to move with this story nicely. I'm meeting The Rock, very soon. Yeah, just I can just put it that way. Very soon.
And I know the 7 is important to you. The 7's important to him. His initial message, I once had $7 too. I've been there on that grind. Got your back, brother. I'll help. Has he done anything yet to help, or is that the story that's still to come?
I know he's going to be helping me, and I'm very grateful that yeah, he's already reached out to my management. Yeah, good things are happening, and man, I'm about to make history just meeting him, and I'm gonna make history in the UFC. Yeah, man, people better get used to seeing me in these bright lights because I'm gonna shine until I'm done here.
Awesome. Last thing, Themba, what would you say to The Rock, and what will you say to The Rock when you meet him face to face?
Oh, firstly, I want my story to be in a real story. I want my story just like when I'm done fighting, yes, and just where I am right now. I want to ask him to put my story in one of his production companies in a movie, because I feel like I've got a mega story that can inspire a lot of people, that can sell. This is like a Rocky Balboa movie, man. My stories are like a Rocky Balboa movie. And this story is big and it needs to be done properly. And I feel like he's the man that can do my story properly. So that's the only thing I'm gonna ask most. Firstly, I want, because he owns a production company. He's the biggest Hollywood
Seven
superstar.
Bucks Productions.
Yeah, $7 production. So the most important thing I want is my story to be in a movie based on a true story, just to, from where I come from to where I am right now, what I've done in my life, which was negative and positive at times, like me being at the diamond fields in Zimbabwe at the young age of 16, almost dying there, crossing the border to South Africa illegally, living on the streets, working the jobs I've done, um, disappointments that I've had coming up in the MMA circuit, to just be here. So I want that has been my dream, that my story must be in a movie, in a real life movie. And like you attract what you think about, you attract. Who knew that I would be here where I am about to have a one-on-one, me and The Rock. Um, so yeah, that's my biggest ask when I see him. I just want my story to be in a movie